You watch the Macon County Sheriff's Report with Sheriff Andre Brunson every day at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. on Tuskegee Virtual TV, Channel 181 in town, and Channel 19 on the TU campus, hosted by DJ Booty Rush. Be sure to check out our live stream every Thursday evening on YouTube at Tuskegee Virtual. We're keeping Tuskegee in the know.
And you know this. And you know this.
Y'all sit up and give boy welcome, y'all.
What's
to the
going on?
Let's go.
What's going on?
Hey, Macon County.
What's up?
Hey, Macon County, how you doing tonight? Glad to be here.
Yeah.
Glad to be here with you on a nice Thursday night.
In the building. We got the sheriff in the building, and we got my man Pat Wallace in the building. Yo, what's going on?
What's going on? Before y'all start talking, 100.7 FM WUBZ with DJ Booty Rush at H.E.R.E TV, Tuskegee Virtual TV, Channel 181 in town, Channel 19 on campus with Pat Wallace, director, Kimberly Wright, Butch Baxter, and Jordan. Hey. And Jordan just always smiling.
I know, right?
Jordan smiling with her long hair down
I know, right?
Down her back, all the way down her back, man.
Her and Miss Sheriff Courtney dressed alike today. Both of them got on their black and white.
Oh, check them out.
They must have called each other last
You
night.
ain't on the camera to kill.
They both dressed alike.
Y'all are twins.
Motor City Kitty sitting over there with her new necklace on.
Brand new, fresh out the box.
I know, right?
Yeah. And my man Pat Wallace sitting over here.
Oh, hey, now.
Butch sitting over there.
Big money Butch. Every time I see him outside the station, he's at the bank, so you know what that is.
I
you know what
he
I'm saying?
got big money Butch.
Big money Butch.
Big money
Yeah.
Big money Butch.
Hey, before we get all deep into it, I want to invite everybody that's watching, all our viewers and all the listeners. I see you guys. I see the numbers. Everybody's watching the Sheriff's Report. I need you guys to go in there and like it.
And share it.
Click on like on there and share that thing with everybody, because this is good information. Folks need to have this, especially folks that are out in the rural areas, that might not have internet. Just share it with them. Let them see it.
Right. And
also like Tuskegee Virtual on Facebook and on YouTube too, because we're doing this for the community. We need as many people checking it out as possible.
That's right.
And I noticed we got a few new viewers. I want to give a shout out to Joe Bale and T. Spear and Susan McGuire. They're now checking us out from Auburn, Montgomery, and some other places.
Great.
So they're checking us out. So keep it up,
great.
Everybody. But make sure you like it and share it. Thanks.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's always good to hear. You're walking in town and people say, "Hey, I looked at the sheriff report, man. Thank you, thank you.
We really appreciate it.
Really appreciate that. And,
yes.
And they always saying thank you to us for getting the information out there.
Yes. Right.
And that's what it's all about, getting information to everybody.
It really is.
First-hand information.
First-hand. That's right.
First-hand information.
You can look at the sheriff report and see where the crimes are occurring.
Right.
And at some point in time, it might help you.
Right.
But everybody needs to go know what's going on in Macon County, whether it's good or bad.
That's right.
That's right.
You're going to know what's going on at the sheriff department. You're going to know what's going on in the community as far as crime is concerned. And I just think that's a plus. That's a great thing.
I tell you, it helped me out a lot. A couple of weeks ago, we were sitting right here, and I'm looking down, and there was an incident on my street. I was like, hey, let's watch my street now. It is good stuff.
It's good stuff,
It's
man.
good stuff.
Definitely.
And, this station is a good broadcast, especially for people that are home every day and listening and watching. You can say, hey, this is what we need to look out for.
That's right.
And people might not be able to get the newspaper. They might not be able to, get these channels on television set. But you can listen to this report.
That's right.
And you can see and hear what's going on in your community.
Right.
And you can get all the information about what's going on around the community, too.
Yeah, you got a couple of ways to get the information.
Exactly.
We got it live streamed on YouTube. Every Thursday at 8 o'clock, you can go and check it out. Every Thursday, from wherever on the planet you are, you can check us out.
Right.
We're live streamed on the city's website. That's TuskegeeAlabama.gov.
Right.
So that's an audio live stream. So you can listen to it like you're listening to it on the radio.
Right.
You can listen to it on WUBZ 100.7.
That's right.
And that's live. And then the following Monday, it's going to be on television, Channel 181 and Channel 19 for the whole week. It'll be the whole week. And every day at 6 p.m., 6 a.m., you'll be able to check it out.
Exactly.
Definitely.
That's good.
And if you have a radio that doesn't pick it up clear or don't pick it up at all, you can take it to Tuskegee Repair.
Yeah.
Take it down there to Kevin, man. He can get you right. He can
smart guy.
Smart guy. Put some aluminum foil on there or a clothes hanger or something.
He'll figure it out.
He'll figure it out. I guarantee you can be able to pick it up because some people can't pick it up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they stay right in the midst of town. They can't pick it up.
Right.
You know, but hey, take it to smart guy. I guarantee you get your situation straight.
Right.
That's good. That's
Right.
good.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to go on with the sheriff report, and then we'll talk about what happened this week.
Okay.
Between the dates of May the 4th to May the 10th, the Macon County Sheriff Department in the last 7 days have received 65 volunteer fire transmissions, 1,023 landline calls, 267 E911 calls, and 1,123 radio transmissions for a total of 2,478 contacts.
That's down, right?
Yeah, that's down.
That's real good.
Wow.
That's good.
That's real good.
Yeah,
We want to keep it down as much as we can. And like I say, that lets us know that the crime and whatever is going down some, and that's what we want to see.
Right.
And that's really good, especially with this hot weather.
Yeah,
this warm weather, yeah.
Well, during these months now, we usually start picking up.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all remember in June, July, August, we up to 6,000, 7,000.
Yeah.
6,000 and 7,000.
Right.
And that's still good because it shows the involvement that we're having.
That's right.
But you want these numbers down.
Yeah.
You want them down.
Even lower.
Even lower.
Yeah.
Even lower.
It's a trip. We've been doing this for over a year, and we can compare notes now.
Yeah.
And we could talk about, what happened last year this time,
That'd
be
It's interesting.
good.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that'd be right. Yeah.
Okay. We on 5/4, we had an arrest on a probation violation. On 5/4, we had another arrest on a probation violation. On 5/6, Alabama Highway 199, we had a theft first. On 5/6, County Road 37, we had a burglary. On 5/6, Wade Johnson Road, we had a harassment complaint. On 5/7, we had arrest on a murder. On 5/7, we had another arrest on a murder. On 5/8, we had arrest on harassment. On 5/8, County Road 10, we had a domestic verbal dispute. On 5/9, we had arrest on a probation violation. On 5/9, County Road 39, we had harassment. And on 5/10, County Road 24, we had assault second.
Okay.
And those were the complaints. Well, let me get to my United States Marshal Service Gulf Coast Regional Fugitive Task Force guy, Deon Robinson. Weekly stats, he had 5 arrests, 3 of them on murder. 1 was a robbery first degree. Another was a robbery first degree, and he recovered 3 firearms, 239 grams of marijuana, 18 oxycodone tablets, and 2 digital scales. So always interesting the stuff he does. Right. Just getting these drugs off the street. And
he's on the case.
He's on the case.
Yeah, there you go.
Everybody doing a great job. Right. Doing what they supposed to do and just trying to protect the community and keep everybody safe.
Hey, you know what? Speaking of great jobs, I want to be the first to give accolades to Officer Kit.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Quincy Kit.
Quincy Kit. He really put it out there. Well, he saved someone's life. Tell us about that.
Well, I was going to be the first one to give him
Got you.
I want to be the first.
But he beat me to it, and one thing about, officers, you don't get a whole lot of credit.
Right.
And if you saw the WSFA report, he did a great job. If people don't know, somebody got shot on Benson Avenue down there, and I think he was able to put a tourniquet on there and keep him, alive, keep him safe.
Keep him from bleeding out.
Paramedics got there, and they got him on the helicopter and got away, and he's still alive because of that, because he probably would have bled out.
Right.
Yep.
But you talk about the great job some of these guys do. They go way beyond the call of duty. You just got to say thank you to him.
Right.
And I don't know any officer that wouldn't try to do the same, saving somebody's life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they don't hear it enough. Thank you. Tuskegee Police Department did a great job, and I'll be the first one to say, because I love giving these officers the credit that is due, no matter where they're from my department, any department. But I'm a sheriff, so all of them my department.
That's right.
So, I just like these guys working together and doing what they do, and he just did a great job.
Yes.
And we have to all give him a round of applause and say thank you.
Yes.
We got to get in the real one here.
Definitely.
Here we go. We got to get
Officer
around.
Kit.
We got everybody clap for this one.
Yeah, everybody got to clap.
All right. Officer Kit in the building.
Yes.
That'll be
Officer Kit.
But you know what? That'll be something that you might can do once a month. The officer of the month.
It needs to be an officer of the month. You know what I'm saying? That's long overdue for all the things that go on around here, and we got some great officers to do some great things.
Right.
And it made me feel good that last night we had a 10-100, which people don't know that's chasing somebody.
Right.
They came in through Opelika. State troopers got behind them. And when I got the call, they were passing the courthouse, coming in, and Beverly Clark were behind them and helping the state troopers. And of course, we got out of bed to go out and help. You know, and the guys had they had a robbery and a car theft.
Okay.
And they took somebody's car at gunpoint, and they came through Macon County. If you heard the siren screaming through here last night, and we chased them down to Shorter, and they ended up having a car crash and jumped out and ran, and we were able to catch the two guys.
Okay.
But, you know, Beverly Clark stayed behind them until they can get help, the troopers, you know, and she just did a great job.
Right.
Her and William Young were out last night protecting this community, this county, and it's, you know, it's hard to work third shift at night.
Exactly.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And it's, you know, it's just crazy at night, but those guys are doing their job. They're out protecting you, and nobody even know it. You know, they're like vampires at night. You never see them. You know what I'm saying?
The third shift vampire.
Third shift.
I used to work third shift. I know.
That's what I worked third shift.
Definitely doing the job and doing what they're supposed to do, and I really like that. And they gave, you know, my group some accolades last night, and they was, you know, the troopers were very thankful that we were there to help them, and it's all about working together.
Gotcha.
And you know, I can't say enough about my guys at the sheriff department. Shorter, you know, Montgomery came down to help. And look at that, Montgomery came all the way down to help. They sent a bunch of units. Opelika came. You know, Shorter was there, Macon County was there, everybody was there, you know, helping each other. And that's the way it's supposed to be. Cooperation, communication, you know, and that gets the job done. Just everybody working together. You know, I had some of my officers like Captain Whitehead, he was at the dog track, and Marcus Walker, and they got there very quickly, you know, and I can't even name them all. Kennebrew, you know.
Did the firefighters get involved?
Yes, firefighters got involved.
Okay.
You know, everybody got involved. You know, Collins, I mean, everybody was there.
Everybody.
You know, everybody was there. And the car, like I said, the car ended up crashing, and the guys jumped out and ran. Kilby came down to help. Of course, Dion
brought the dogs.
Brought them dogs.
They brought the dogs.
Get them dogs
Man,
on
those little hound dogs will track you to the end.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? I thought they were hound dogs, but there's something else. What is that?
Beagle hound.
Beagles.
Beagle hound.
They got beagles. They got hounds. They got big hounds. They got
Beagle is a hound.
different. But some of them are the big hound dogs.
Yeah.
Right.
But most of theirs are the little small ones.
The beagles.
Big,
yeah, that's what we saw last time.
Man, those things will smell. Man, once they get on the trail, they gone. They'll take you.
Yeah.
But it's just good to see the cooperation. You know, great job by the state troopers and everybody involved last night. We were out until late until we tied everything up. You know, last night, but just great job, everybody.
Great.
And
Can I give them a round of applause too?
Yeah,
definitely give them a round. Yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah, that's good. Oh yeah,
man.
Yeah, I think we got old Kennebrew out of bed last night. And you know, Lieutenant Sullivan and everybody get up with no problem. And they get to work. You know, and that is great, man. All you got to do is make a call. And they coming. You know, Tim Phillips, everybody. You make a call, they coming. And that's just great to know that you got that backup. You know, that everybody willing to get out and help each other. You know, this is a brotherhood.
That's right. Great team. Teamwork, man.
Somebody in trouble, you know, everybody coming.
Right.
And we don't think twice about that.
Right.
And I love the way our guys do that.
It's like family, man.
Like family,
it's a big family. It really is. And you got to feel that way about this job.
That's right.
I felt like that Saturday at the Carver Festival. All those deputies and everybody around.
Yeah.
And you know what? I had the best experience. The little kid that came up to your car. I showed him all the other vehicles. We had a great time, just me and him. It was great.
Yeah, and
we got inside of the Hummer. We had a blast. That was really good.
Oh yeah, well that was that Carver Fest was a great thing for the community. Since we talking about that now, I'm gonna get back on this, but let's talk about the Carver Fest. It was a great thing for the community, and that's the biggest Carver Fest I've personally seen.
I think so.
You know, I think so.
It was one of the better ones.
The guys did a great job with the car show. You know,
I heard you once. I saw that trophy.
Yeah, I got a little trophy.
A little trophy. That thing,
a little trophy. But Mr. Boyd and those guys at the car club did a great job, man. There was a lot of nice cars out there. You know, it was a lot of nice cars.
Man, that's the first one I missed.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I had to get some stuff situated.
Man, you should have seen the sheriff's car though. Let me tell you, one of the coolest scenes. Now, Jordan captured this, and I just saw this on the parade a little while ago. The sheriff in his car in the parade, passing out candy to the little kids. That was precious.
Hey, man,
that's
always fun.
He was a little stingy with that chocolate one.
Hey, that's always fun.
Always.
You know, throwing candy to the kids and just being a part of the community, man, it's always fun. I get a smile on my face doing that. You know, I don't mind doing that. And, You know, it's good to have my guys out there riding the vehicles, and just having fun, and you know, it's just all good.
You captured something that I said
I
on
know.
Facebook.
Yeah, no, Jordan got that.
Man, it was y'all came in there.
I tell you
I
what.
see the bus.
Oh yeah,
The bus.
I see the bus.
Yeah.
You know, the bus is something that's really, really nice, man.
Right.
Do you know we got the bus from the school board, Dr. Brooks, and the Board of Education? You know, those people gave us that bus for $1.
$1.
Wow.
You know, and that bus can do a lot of things in the community. You know, the bus is unlimited with what we can do with the bus.
You're right.
You know, we talk about evacuating kids. We talking about giving people rides. We talking about being a big defense. That's a giant wall against somebody shooting.
Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
it's just unlimited. I can't even talk about the possibilities of that bus.
Right.
And we've used the bus on several occasions already.
Did y'all do modifications inside?
Oh man, no. Well,
like the
bus
seats
was already good. You know, the seats. No, we didn't have to do any modifications to the seats in the bus. We painted the bus, put lights on the bus, sirens on the bus, and all of that. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
and it looked good in the parade too.
Because me and the little boy got in the bus, we were checking it out.
Windows tinted.
Yeah, the windows tinted.
Right.
You know, and everything. And I just thank the school board and Dr. Brooks, you know, and the school board members for letting us do that.
Great.
And it's basically a partnership.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the possibilities are unlimited with that bus.
Right.
And we will use it for SWAT. We will take it out every time we go because we will need that bus.
That's right.
And we can use the bus for a lot of good. You might have to transport some students. You might have to transport some elderly people. You might have to evacuate some
victims.
people.
Yeah, anything.
You know,
anything.
You just think about what we talked about, especially over like Magnolia Haven. If you think about what happened down in Miami at the nursing home, they didn't even have anything to evacuate the elderly. They had to sit there, and that's bad.
That's bad.
But we in little old Macon County got a way that we can do that.
That's right.
Right.
And you never know what's going to happen.
That's right.
And I like to be proactive.
Yeah.
You know, whatever I think that might help me, this department, in this community, I'm going to try to do.
Right.
I guess my thoughts and my mind go way beyond, you know, a small time sheriff,
foresight.
small time. You know, you got to see what's going on.
That's right.
And I can see it being a big asset to the community and the county. So that bus is great, man. But also we had the SWAT vehicle out there, the Hummer, and you know, a few more trucks that we have.
Right.
And it's good to see. And like I told people, these are not for us. This is for the community. You know, these are things for the community. And we get a lot of compliments because there's some cool vehicles down there now. They're cool vehicles down there.
Hey, we didn't get a chance to look inside that SWAT vehicle. They had it locked up. It was on straight lockdown.
Yes, that's on lockdown.
Yes.
But it's you know, you just can't think about what these things will do.
Right.
But you know, we are trying to keep up, and we are doing what we're doing because you can't say it won't happen in Macon County.
Right.
You just can't say that.
Can't say that.
Right.
You can't say that. And if it does happen, we can't go borrow nobody's vehicle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can't go buy one and say, y'all hold on till we get back.
No, you can't do that.
It's already got to be here, and it's already got to be ready to handle business.
I see they got those 4-wheelers too. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, the 4-wheeler sporty, man.
Oh man.
Hey, look, they got painted with the sheriff's logo on there.
Yeah.
They're really nice.
Oh man, I missed it, man.
4-wheeler nice,
Yeah,
that means you go in the woods.
They got everything.
You go in the woods.
Well, you know, we have to do that a lot.
Got to.
We do that a lot going into the woods. We have a lot of searches. You know, we have to go off road and off grid a whole lot.
Yeah.
And that's where these trucks come in handy.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's where these trucks come in handy.
Dirt roads,
and
all that.
And getting to
man.
people back in the woods where people still live.
Right.
You know, they come in handy.
Cross the creek, all that, man.
And we have to do all that. We got a lot of rural area in Macon County.
Exactly.
And a lot of our time is spent on searching. Spent on finding people, spent on getting the people in the backwoods.
That's right.
And a lot of people don't think about it and don't know that. You know, we have people say, well, why do y'all have trucks? Man, please.
Got to have trucks.
You got to have them. You got to have them. And
in some ways, the trucks are more important than the cars. Sometimes.
It go places the cars can't go.
Yeah, that's right.
They go places cars can't go. So
yeah.
That is self-explanatory.
We got a lot of national forests.
Right.
There's a lot to patrol here.
You want trucks.
Yeah.
But we just trying to do what we can do for the community, and we have to be prepared for anything that happens in the community. And so we just going to keep growing as a department and trying to do and have the things that we need to provide for this community. Provide for a safer Macon County.
Right.
So y'all gonna see a lot of new stuff, and y'all gonna say, "Wow, he ready for it." We gonna be ready for it.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know,
we want to be ready.
We want to be ready for it.
Right.
So I want to apologize for having stuff to help the community.
I know that's right.
And you always get the question why.
But,
You always get the question why, but it's okay.
It's okay.
But early in the week, we had a credible bomb threat that I'm not bomb threat, but a shooting at the school that I want to talk about.
Okay.
And I want people to know what really happened, so there won't be any questions about that. And that was one of the main things we did this week was, You know, when it came out, it was real scary. You think about what could happen, especially with what's going on in the community.
Exactly.
I mean, in the whole
in the
United
country.
States,
That's right.
whole
In this country, right.
Right.
But I'm going to first make this statement, and then I'm going to talk about what happened.
Okay.
And my statement to the people of Macon County is the alleged suspect making what was determined to be a credible threat has been identified. Charges are expected. The threat was made on social media by an adult female. Watch.com alerted us to the threat. We appreciate the cooperation and the hard work of all the agencies to bring a resolution to this incident.
Okay.
So that's the statement I'm making, and I, and I'm not going to talk anymore about that after tonight about what happened and what happened to the female that made the threat.
Okay.
Getting some negatives on that. Why hadn't we made an arrest? I mean, it's just, why did we close school? It's just a no-brainer why we closed school.
Yeah, really.
But I'm going to take you through the events that happened that made us make the decision, which was a great decision.
Okay.
We got a call. I got the call about 5:45 that morning. And actually, Pearl Clark from the police department called us because Watch.com had called, and they were trying to alert the agencies in Macon County about this credible threat.
Great. Okay.
And he told police department, please call the sheriff and have him call us at our agency, and we'll explain everything. But we have a credible threat, and it's dangerous for the kids to go to school.
Okay.
So I immediately called Dr. Brooks, and to me, that's a no-brainer. If it's a credible threat, the kids going to school, and he said that there was somebody supposed to be shooting up the school that morning. We didn't know, and they didn't know whether people were at the school waiting on the kids to get off the bus or whether they were talking about coming later. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And look, I'm not going to second guess that.
Right.
Our buses leave at 5:30 in the morning.
Right.
Kids are on their way to school.
Right.
So what would be worse than our kids riding up and somebody there start shooting when they get off the bus?
Exactly.
How crazy would that sound if I allowed them to go to school thinking that this might happen?
That's right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to take a chance on our kids or anybody's children, our workers getting hurt.
Exactly.
So I immediately called Dr. Brooks and told her what was going on, and we discussed it, and we decided, hey, it's not, we got to stop these buses.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Until we find out what's going on.
Right.
Because all we had this credible threat that they said it was, our kids were in danger.
Non-specific,
so,
right?
No, non-specific.
Right.
Didn't know what school, didn't know nothing but a credible threat coming from a credible company. That's all they do, watch social media.
Right.
So we immediately say, hey, man, stop the buses. Let's kill what we think might happen by keeping the kids at home.
Right.
If the kids at home, there's no threat.
Right. Exactly.
There's no threat. No threat of our kids getting hurt or injured, our teachers getting hurt or injured, our workers getting hurt or injured.
Right.
So let's just stop the threat. If the kids stay home, we've stopped the threat.
Right.
Now we'll have a chance to deal with what's going on today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No problem. So that's what we did.
Great.
And in the midst of our investigation and working around, we did find the young lady that made the threat.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, SBI, State Bureau of Investigation, they started calling, hey, we heard what's going on. We got a call.
Right.
We need to come on down. We're going to help. They came down. The Fusion Center of Alabama and another state, hey, we got you. Let's get working on this.
Wow.
Yes, we see what's going on. There's a credible threat. There's a credible threat.
Right.
So now we got to try to run this person down. Let's get this name and try to run him down. And we spent a day trying to find this person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But one great thing, our kids were home safe.
There you go.
Until we can figure this out.
Right.
There you go.
Right.
And we finally found the young lady, and I'm not going to go into details, but we're expecting charges on her, and it's up to somebody else about the charges right now.
Okay.
But we found her that day.
Right.
I've heard some negative stuff on her, seen people saying, why did they stop school? Why do you Man, that's a no-brainer. If you don't know why we didn't have school, man, that is so crazy. We're not going to take a chance on anybody's life.
Right.
If y'all watched, even the shootings down in Florida and some of these other school shootings where they say on the news, hey, they had information from the agency that somebody was going, why didn't they act on it? Why didn't they stop school? Why didn't they do this? So I'm not going to second guess why we did this.
Yeah.
Thank
you know
you
what I'm
for
saying?
that.
Yeah.
Right.
Not
Thank
gonna
you for
second
that.
We hear that every time.
Every time.
We hear it every time.
You're right.
They got information. The FBI had information that this person might do this. But why didn't they stop school? So now that we stopped school, our critics say, why didn't they stop school?
Right.
Man, that's just crazy.
That
is crazy it can be. And I know that we did the right thing. I know the superintendent did the right thing. I know that I did the right thing. And I'm sure we saved, some people.
Right. Right.
You know, I'm sure we did.
Right.
And it's always good to do that, and you're always going to have critics, but I tell the critics to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't know why we didn't have school, if you don't know and you think we did the wrong thing, too bad. But there's so many parents out there that praise what has happened because they want their kids safe.
That's right.
And I want my kids safe, and I want your kids safe, and there's no way I'm going to put our kids in danger.
That's right.
So, you know, with all the hard work, you know, the superintendent, everybody involved spent a whole day working on this, man. You know, they did a great job. Man, it was like, man, you would have been proud of the superintendent. You would have been proud of all the agencies involved. You know, we set up over there at the bus shop. We had a whole room of, you know, the teachers and the principals and everybody and the iTech, you know, the tech people, you know, working the computers trying to find this person.
Right.
You know, we had SBI here on the computers. We had, you know, we had Miss Sheriff on the computer. We had all the deputies, all the investigators, you know, all the help we could get on those computers. We had officers at every school protecting those schools to make sure these kids were safe. The people that came to the school and didn't get it, we turned them around. Man, it was a big
major operation
going on. And people don't know the hard work and the anxiety that we went through to make this work. But you still got negative people saying, why? You know, why you did this. We had the news people come up and say, hey, man, we heard some people down in McDonald's talking about why y'all closed school. Now, they say, are those people crazy? You know, and that's what they came and told us. Well, those people crazy. And we was like, wow, when people don't understand, you know what I'm saying? You got negative people about it, but I know we did the right thing.
Y'all did the right thing.
You know, I think the whole team needs applause.
Yes,
man.
so let's give it to them.
I think we need to give them a hand,
the
for
whole
real.
entire team,
Yes,
everybody.
that was good work right there.
All of it.
And then, and I'm not going to be negative about the people. And I shouldn't have said the people down at McDonald's or whatever, or whoever said. I shouldn't have said that, but I'm sorry y'all for saying that. But that's just what they say they heard some stuff. And, you know, and people don't understand, they say things, you know, but you want to talk about a credible threat and a non-credible threat.
That's right.
Now, I remember, and hadn't been too long ago, you know, people call it in bomb threats. You know, every day they call in a bomb threat. At first, we would get out of school for a bomb threat every time. And then we figured, you know, somebody in the school calling in these bomb threats.
Want to get out of class,
want to get out of class, want to get out of tests, or just being, you know, just doing it to do it. And when we finally figured out, and we went to some classes and talked to people, and it was happening all over the state. Well, we stopped getting out for a bomb threat, and guess what? The bomb threat stopped. And those weren't credible threats. But when you talk about a credible threat, when a group calls like Watch.com, and you see what was put on, you know, the social media, and you talk about the person's psyche. The person talked about wanting to be killed by police. You know, and you talk about them being on drugs, you talk about them doing that and being around this area, and they telling you what they're going to do, and they want us to kill them before we do it. That's credible threat.
That's credible threat.
That's credible threat. We ain't talking about some kid just saying we talking about a credible threat. And when you look at all the events that led up to it, not just that day, but looking back at the whole social media thing that they put on there about wanting to die and all this stuff, and wanting to kill people and wanting to be killed. That's a credible threat.
You're right.
So we didn't want to take any chance. And like I said, I know we did the right thing. But that's a credible threat. And then you talk about a non-credible threat. Some of those things are non-credible threat, and we take each one of them seriously.
You got to.
You got to take each one seriously. But we do look at each one of them individually. And then you make a determination and decision on what's going on. And as the sheriff, top law enforcement agent in this county, it's up to me to keep everybody safe. And I'm going to have the last word on that. And the first word. First word was our kids first. You know, if they had to make up a day, I would rather make up a day than have any kid hurt or injured in this county.
That's right.
And I ain't taking a chance on if I think it's credible. It's credible. If I think it's credible, it's credible. And look here, I didn't just start this yesterday. I've been here a long time. Long time. You know, being a school resource officer for 23 years and the sheriff now for almost 4 years. You know what I'm saying? A lot of experience.
Doing a good job too, though.
I appreciate that.
Super sheriff.
And you know what? This is the time to remind everybody what's up with the sheriff's report. Why don't we get that drop?
Let's get that drop in here. If Buddha Rush can find it. Here we go, y'all. Let's go.
Hey, Tuskegee, make sure you watch the Macon County Sheriff's Report with Sheriff Andre Brunson every day at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. on Tuskegee Virtual TV, Channel 181 in town, and Channel 19 on the TU campus, hosted by DJ Booty Rush. Be sure to check out our live stream every Thursday evening on YouTube at Tuskegee Virtual. We're keeping Tuskegee in the know.
And you know this. And you know this.
We're back in the building. We got a couple people just stepped in the building.
Yeah, Renfro.
Miss Renfro, got Daphne in the building. We got my man Smart Guy is outside the door right there who we were just talking about.
Yeah.
We were just talking about Smart Guy. That's Kevin Siemens in the building, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
He's hiding behind there. I don't know if there you go.
Hey.
There you go. Smart Guy in the building.
There you go.
But we have an interesting topic, man, today, man, on the H.E.R.E report, man. We always make sure you guys get out here. You like it, man.
Yeah.
If you don't even like it, just share it, because it's everybody got a friend that have a friend that got a friend that ain't friends with somebody else that really may be concerned about what's going on in Macon County that used to live here or from here. But, you know, but we're not friends. Everybody not friends with the same friends.
Right.
So just share it. If you don't like it, just share it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So people can know what's going on in their community, because they got elder grandmother, their auntie live on some of these roads that some of these crimes and stuff are being committed. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So therefore they can know, oh, I need to get back home. Or I need to do this. I need to call and check on my auntie. You know, you never know.
Yeah. And you know what? When the sheriff reads that report and you hear those different areas where stuff is going on, a lot of times you'll see 2 or 3 things in that area.
The same area.
And that'll let you know. That'll let you and the rest of the community know, let's reinforce this neighborhood.
That's right.
Something's happening over here.
Yeah.
You know, and that's really helpful information. Because like I said, I saw my street on there one day. And it was something, I think it was criminal mischief or something. I was like, hey, put my gun next to my bed now.
You know, I was just looking at some of the Facebook Live and listening to some of the stuff, and it's good that we get a chance. It's kind of like a call-in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And somebody asked about, and I'm just going to answer this, somebody asked about, said they were scared for their older parents, and we're trying, you know, one of the things I always talk about is our senior citizens.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you now, we're getting ready to start a new senior citizen program from the H.E.R.E department. And I'm going to call it SAP. It's going to be Senior Assistant Program.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do, I'm going to have some of my reserve officers, some of my officers go around and check on the elderly.
Okay.
And sit with them, talk to them.
Is that the program Chief was talking about?
Yeah, that's the one we were talking about.
Yeah,
we were working on.
Yeah.
And we almost have it, and hopefully by the start of the summer, I have it on the way. I got to get a couple vehicles. Okay. But we're going to help the senior citizens. They might need a ride. They might need somebody to pick up medicine for them.
Right.
They might need some water that I'll provide, you know, pass out some water to them. They might just need somebody to talk to.
Yes.
You know, and
that's
just some companionship.
Right.
So we're going to be riding around
thing.
checking on the elderly. And it's going to be somebody in uniform. Won't be nobody we just throw out there and they have to worry about somebody coming in the house and breaking in. And they're going to be in uniform.
Right.
And we're just going to be part of the senior citizen community.
Great.
And we're going to give any assistance that we can to the senior citizen.
That's great.
Some senior citizens just need some companionship. You
That's
know,
right.
senior citizens have children that's all over, you know, might be over the county, might be in the next city, might be in the next state. They just need some things done. They might just need somebody to talk to. And we're going to try to be there for them.
Right.
You know what I'm
Tuskegee
saying?
Tuskegee and Macon County is a very good place for taking care of its seniors.
Yeah.
You know, they got, you know, we're broadcasting out of the senior citizens building.
Yeah.
You know,
That's right.
so, you know, Macon County is really good for that. Yeah. And I think that this will be a good addition to the
I think it will.
I really do.
And you just look at, y'all look out for the SAP program.
Okay.
You know, sponsored by the Macon County Sheriff Department. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about it. And I love my senior citizens. You know, I keep saying, you know, the senior citizens and the kids, man, they're at my heart.
Yeah.
You know, when you're in the middle, you can kind of do for yourself.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Middle
age, y'all in the middle right now.
Right.
But you know, seniors are our history too.
Oh man,
they are our history.
I mean, they are history. They are the backbone of the community.
Yes. Everything.
You know, they carry the knowledge of the community.
Yes.
You know, and they just great people.
Right.
And sometimes though, you know, they're at home by themselves. You know what I'm saying? They need some assistance. And I'm not going to say they're too proud to ask for assistance, but they can get assistance when needed and just might not have the means to tell somebody, hey, we need some help here.
Right.
You know, and we can reach a hand out to help them. You know what I'm saying? We can reach a hand out to help them. And I think that'll make the kids feel better and people around that are always worried about their parents who are here in Macon County.
Right.
You know, that'll let them know that we are looking out for your parents and your loved ones here in Macon County.
Right.
And somebody asked about, they said that they were worried about their parents driving the back way and somebody throwing rocks at them on one of the back roads. I hadn't actually heard that, but I see a lot when you go under those bridges up going toward Auburn. We've caught a lot of kids, college students sitting up on that bridge, dropping rocks out on the highway and that kind of stuff. Right. And we try to prosecute them if we can catch them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people call in and say, hey, we see somebody on the bridge throwing rocks or throwing rocks at cars. But by the time we get up there, you have to go way up in the forest. A lot of times they're gone or they're going to run when they know you've called, or when they do it, they just take off.
That's right.
But we have caught some and we try to station ourselves around there so that we can do that, so we can catch them. But people, if you know somebody doing that, if you one of the ones do it, please stop. That's so
really
dangerous
to
do that. And you think it's funny dropping a rock on somebody's car, but you drop a rock or throw a rock at somebody, you can make them have an accident.
That's right.
You know, I've seen that in California. Yeah. There was a guy that was doing that, like a serial rock dropper, and somebody got killed.
Right.
On the interstate, they dropped a big, huge thing that went through their windshield, and that's not good.
Lost control,
You could kill somebody.
You can kill somebody.
Kill somebody, man.
That's really a bad thing to do.
Hey, and I'm looking at Doris McGowan, you know, great comments. Lamont Clay, Roberta Crenshaw, Lamont Clay again. T. Bronson.
Okay. I hope all these folks are liking it.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all like it, y'all.
Yeah. And
share it.
Anthony Jackson say he watching. Alfreda Martin, you know, that's one of my dispatch. She does a great job.
Okay.
Miss McPherson, you know, all y'all. Howard Long, that's my buddy down in Florida.
Watching.
Trina Sanford, Terrence Johnson, watch. Hey, Terrence.
Hey, what's up?
Daryl Alexander. You know, Daryl's a great guy, man. Daryl's working down
Allen.
Fachi,
that's Fachi,
one
man.
of my boys. Yeah. He went to the department. He's doing a great job down at one of the schools down at DC Wolf. You know, Daryl's a dedicated guy.
Yeah, he is.
He's a dedicated guy. And he goes down to the school, and they tell me they love him down there and want me to keep him down there.
Right.
But he's doing security work for him down there and just keeping those kids safe.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Just keeping those kids safe and keeping the teachers safe, and that's a great thing.
Good job, classmate.
I hate that we're in a world today that we have to put security and armed officers at the school, but that's the age we're living in. That's what we're having right now. And I just want to tell everybody, appreciate everybody on Facebook Live. You know, it's always good to hear the comments, and we're going to recognize you with those comments. People made some great comments.
Well, they did.
You know what I'm saying?
10 minutes.
People, you know, those comments are very important to us. Very important to us. And you know what? We're doing what we think is right by letting the people know what's going on in this community and just keeping people safe, man.
Keeping safe,
just
keeping safe. Everybody.
And I gotta say, you know, everybody's not going to agree with what we do.
Right. Yeah.
You know, as a department, as people not gonna. Everybody, we can't please everybody.
You cannot. It's impossible.
It's impossible to please everybody. But I want you to know, as the sheriff, I'm gonna make the best decisions that I can on what's good for the community and the county.
Right.
And I promise you, my department and my guys, and I can promise you, everybody else, all the other agencies in this county, gonna do the same. We're gonna be there.
Right.
You know, we're gonna be there for you. We're gonna try to do the right thing, and we're gonna be there for you. You know, we ain't running away.
I know that's right.
You know what I'm saying? We here to protect you, whether you like us or not. We here to protect you.
Coming.
And
coming.
We gonna do our job. Yeah, we coming.
I'm coming, boy.
We coming.
I like that.
We not gonna. We trying to keep this community safe. You know, people gonna be mad. We trying to. You know, we trying to bust all the drug dealers. You know, some of them might skip by for right now, but eventually we don't get you. We're trying to bust everybody that's breaking in a house. We're trying to bust everybody that's hurting our community.
Right.
I don't care what crime you committing. We trying to get you now.
Right.
We trying to get you, but some takes time. Some take time.
Right.
But don't think we not working on it. Some of them we might not know. And instead of getting mad at us for not getting them, tell us who they are.
Yeah.
And we'll make sure we make an effort to get them.
There you go.
You know, some we might not know. And I've had people come in, why you didn't get this person? Oh, I didn't know they were doing that. You want to tell me about it?
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We don't just know. We're not psychic.
Yeah.
We don't just know everything that's going on, and we rely on the community to help us with these things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is a team effort.
Right.
The sheriff department, police department, security, everybody, we're just part of the solution and what's going on. You got to be part of the equation to help us do this.
Exactly.
You know, we got to work together on this. All you government officials, everybody, we part of this whole thing together.
Right.
You know, you just can't ignore what's going on and say, hey, the sheriff department responsible for this. That's all it is.
Right.
That's not the way it is.
Right.
Yes.
You know, that's not the way it is.
Yeah. Hey, you know, I got to recognize we're not going to see any of the mothers before Mother's Day. So I want to give a shout out to all the mothers, every mother out there. It's a bunch of them here in the house tonight. So, hey, here it is. Let's give applause to all the moms. All the mamas out there.
Let me. I was gonna play the song, but I can't play the song for the mothers.
No.
Not doing this time. But we can't do the applause though. Soon as we're final. And I want to say one thing to the mothers out there. Just because you didn't bear a child does not mean you're not a mother.
That's true.
You mother somebody.
You mother somebody some kind of way. You know what I mean? You influence some child, some type of way in your life period of time. You know what I'm saying? So just because you didn't bear a child does not mean you're not a mother. You know what I'm saying? So big shouts out to those two. You know, the aunties, the big sisters, and you name it. And some of us guys are mothers too. You know what I'm saying?
Mother and father, yes.
Mother and father, because the kid doesn't have the mother in their life.
Right,
They stay with the dad.
Right.
So big shouts out to all you guys. Because a lot of grandmas raised a lot of these kids, you know what I'm talking about? A lot of aunties, you know what I'm talking about? Big sisters, like I said, big sisters and so on and so and friends have raised their friends, children, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, anybody that's influential in these children's lives.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Anybody gives them knowledge, anybody that gives them protection, anybody that provides for them, you can be somebody. You can be a mother. You can be a father.
That's right.
Yeah. You know, you are important in these children's lives, and you never know who's important. You never know who these children look up to.
That's right.
And what kind of impact you have on these children's lives. You don't know who.
You don't know.
Right.
You don't know what you have done to have an impact.
That's right.
You know, somebody could be looking up to DJ Booty Rush right now because DJ Booty Rush is always providing entertainment for him. He's always providing knowledge for him. He's always caring for him. Somebody looking at that and say, hey, I want to be Booty Rush one day. You know what I'm saying? Somebody saying I want to be Pat Wallace one day. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the biggest. That's all true.
That's one of the biggest rewards you can get, man. That's unheard. That's never been talked about. If a person that you don't see grow up like this, and then you never knew that this person right here was really you've been mentored to him, and they come back and tell you something like that.
I've had that happen.
Look, man, you know, the whole time I've been watching you. You know what I mean? And the stuff that you've been doing, I've been watching you. And I want to do what you want to do. And now I'm doing that right now. You know what that?
That's a good feeling.
Now that right there will make a grown man cry.
Oh yeah,
you know it really would. Now for real.
I ain't gonna let y'all see it though.
But sometimes if it catch you off guard, ain't nothing you can do about it.
That's true.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And look, I'm gonna cut off for that for a second because we're running out of time, and I just gotta say, you know, this week we had the superintendent's academic banquet, which was Wednesday, May the 2nd, and that is always a great event. You know, I want to talk about some positive things in the community.
Exactly.
You know,
we said we were going to have a positive show today.
Yeah, we said we were going to have a positive.
Good stuff.
And the senior athletic banquet is tonight, which they're having. And it's Teachers Appreciation Week.
Hey.
So you got to appreciate all these teachers who go through.
Hats off to the teachers, yes.
Hats off to the teachers, man.
We'll give them a round of applause when you finish, though. When you finish.
You know, wait. While we're talking about teachers, we also need to congratulate the new president of TU.
I was just finna say that. See, Pat,
I'm getting you today.
Pat
I'm getting you tonight.
Yeah, Pat, give me tonight. I was just going to say that afterwards. But you know what? You're right.
You're right.
First woman's president.
Yes.
First University. And I like Dr. Morris. You know, I don't know why Dr. Morris didn't apply for the job, but she would have been a great president also.
Right, exactly.
You know, she's always caring, always out there and doing things. And I like Dr. Morris, so I hope she's, you know, happy with her decision. And I hope her the best of luck, you know, throughout what she does afterward.
Right.
But now we got to welcome the new president in, you know, the 8th president. And I'm sure she'll do a great job. You know, I'm sure she'll just do a great job for Tuskegee University.
Right.
Yep.
So now you give them
now we get a applause to all of that. All the teachers.
All the teachers. And the new president.
And the new president.
And the old president.
TU.
You know. You know. You know.
Man, I think since we've been having this particular platform here, man, Sheriff Report and so on and so on, man, Tuskegee is looking for another different type of direction, which is a positive direction.
Right. Yeah.
And you can see it. You can just about feel it a little bit in the community, how it's growing a little bit. A little bit, getting a little bit better than it has been, you know what I mean, 5-6 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you can feel it, man. You can just about, you could even smell it.
But you know, one of the best things, and I always say, you know, I love going out in the community. I'm an everyday person here that shops here. I like going to the stores and everybody stop. Hey, we love the report.
Right.
You know how you doing today, Sheriff? You know, let's just stop and talk.
Yeah.
And you know I can talk forever. Yeah. And I love talking. You know what I'm saying? I love talking to the people and being part of the community, and it's a plus. And I really like how people come up and say something about the Sheriff Report and about the Booty Rush show and about our show that we do here. Right. You know, and say that they appreciate all the information, that kind of stuff. And, you know, people you hadn't seen, you know, come up and say, hey, Sheriff, we know you. Right. You know what I'm saying? And yes, whether I've seen you or not, hey, you can come up and approach me anytime. And if I didn't know you, I know you now. You know what I'm saying? And be glad to meet you, talk to you, sit down and talk to you.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't too busy. I keep telling my door's open. I love talking to people.
I know
that. One of my elders told me this a long time ago. He said, strangers are just friends you haven't met yet.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. It's a glow that people have when they come approach you.
Yeah.
You can look at them before they even say anything. You already know they're finna come with something positive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They have a certain type of glow to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, it's a good feeling, man.
Yeah, that's a good feeling. And then I hope, you know, I'm always hoping and thinking, I hope I'm a part of what, you know, good of what's going on in Macon County today. I want people to be proud to say they from Macon County.
Right.
You know, we want people to say,
back.
we want to get that pride back. We want people to say they proud to live here. They proud to be from Macon County. You know what I'm saying? And we here looking out and taking care of each other.
Put your chest out and say, Tuskegee.
Yeah, and don't we have a TV graduation coming up, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's
big shout out to Ebony Rush in the building.
Yes.
I got to give a round of applause. Can I give my daughter a round of applause?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Big shout out to Ebony in the building and all the graduates at TU class of 2018.
Yes.
Now, hold on. It's magna cum laude, and what's
summa cum laude.
She one of them.
Yeah.
How about that? She one of them.
Hey, you know what? I got to give a shout out to. I got to give a shout out to Brady Lewis. She was our intern at the TV station last year. She's graduating this year.
Wow.
I just saw her on Facebook, so I saw her little graduation picture. So she's doing pretty good too.
Big shout out to you, girl.
We got good news today, man.
Oh man, that's what I'm talking about.
Good news.
I look at here, and I know we got to run, but I said we were going to say some of the comments here. Just want to read a couple of comments real quick.
Okay.
Appreciate the great service. Pray God continue to bless you, Ms. McGowan. Lamont Clay, small-minded people speak like that. Ms. Crenshaw, our children's lives are important, and anytime they may face harm, we need to step up. Thank you, Sheriff. Bomb threat before call ID. Yeah. About that. Yeah. Job, good job, Sheriff. Love you. Oh, that's my baby there. Somebody said, First Lady, let me see you. She always back there high.
That person's looking for trouble.
And then Lamont Clay said a great job also all the way. And Lamont Clay is all the way in Denver, Colorado.
Yeah, he's my classmate, Lamont Clay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Lamont.
Big shot CO9 big dog.
Yeah,
that's
Lamont
good.
Clay in the building.
And they're saying, hello, Sheriff. And then somebody said, as an adult protective service worker, that is a great resource. I can't wait until it's up and running. And there, as I say, keep up our Sheriff in your prayer every day and night. Good job, boss. And a lot of people say they're watching. Somebody talked about the first female president. And then Mr. Crenshaw said, still waiting for the bunny dance.
Hey, I hope all of the respondents went on and liked and shared.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Not only liked the video, but liked Tuskegee Virtual so that you can keep it coming to you. It'll come right into your box.
Yeah, that's good. And guys, I want to tell y'all, love y'all guys, love the show, love the community, love the people. Shout out to everybody in Macon County who's trying to make this thing work.
Right.
You know, we got to put all the pieces together.
Right.
All the community watch groups and all the people that are at home, all the people that are watching out for each other, all the people that are trying to take care of our elderly and our kids, all the people that are just being positive.
Positive, man.
In this community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You talk about so many positive people, and you talk about only 1 or 2 negative people that try to hurt everybody. You know what I'm saying? No, that's not what we want.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you what, make your own mind up about people.
That's right.
Don't listen to what somebody else says. Make your own mind up about people.
Yes.
That's right.
You know, when people tell a lie, they tell you stuff and run to you with a bone. Be careful who run to you with that bone.
Right.
They might be trying to hit you with
it. and look at their motives for doing that.
Right.
You know, stay positive.
Stay positive.
I turn people like that around.
Right.
If I like Buddha Rush, ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing about Buddha Rush.
Right.
That I already know.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing about Pat Wallace that I already know.
That's right.
Watch you tell you that. Watch you bring you that bone and see why they're bring you that bone. What do they have to gain from giving you a bone?
Yep. There you go.
If somebody got a bone, they want to keep their own bone.
That's right.
Why they gonna bring it to you?
That's right.
Got to be a motive for bringing you that bone.
We ain't joking,
you know. Hey, I know we're running. I know we're running out of
That's
time.
old school.
Check it out. I know we're running out of time, and this has been a very positive show. We said we were going to do that.
Yeah, we did.
I got one last piece of good news, and this is a follow up to what we were talking about last week. Okay. Mr. James Shaw Jr.
Okay.
The guy that tackled the guy in the Waffle House. And saved the rest of those people in there.
Right.
So he set up a crowdfunding site to help the victims. He was trying to raise $15,000.
Right.
Yes, he did.
So far as the last I checked, he's raised $215,000.
Right. Yes.
So that is the kind of positive stuff that we need. Even though he's not being recognized on a national level, really, he's getting his props. And he's doing good. Yes, and he's doing good stuff because he's helping people.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's not considering himself a hero.
Right,
He's the ultimate in humility.
Yes, he is.
So hats off to James Shaw Jr. for doing really good stuff.
Right.
And we need heroes like that in our community too.
That's right.
So
That's
let's do it, y'all.
Okay.
Shout out to my family, everybody in Macon County.
Big shout out to everybody. We got to go. We got to get up out of here.
Get out
Everybody know what the crew is. Put the camera on them, Kim. They going to see them in the building. That's everybody. Put your hands in the air like a wave like it just don't care.
Hey, thank you, Facebook Live. Thank you, Facebook Live.
Big shout out to everybody. And also, I want to give another big shout out. I got to give a big shout out to my daughter one more again. Abby Rush in the building. Big shout out to her 2018 class of 2018. Big shout out to everybody.
Let's see who we got.
My wife. Thank you, Lisa. I love you, baby.
Hey, we got Motor City Kitty. Come on, we got to run down the crew. Motor City Kitty.
Let's go.
We got Jordan. We got Bernard in the building.
Bernard, what's up?
Hey, what's up? We got Butch. We got Daphne Renfro in the house. We got Smart Guy Kelvin's back there. We got Brinsky in the house. Wakanda forever. You know it. And we got Miss Sheriff. So, hey, what's up?
Camera
lady. She's handling that live stream. Yes.
Tuskegee Virtual right
there
here.
You go. Hats off for everybody. Yes.
That's been our time, people. We got to get up out of here. We're going to see y'all on the H.E.R.E Report 2018. This is May 10th, right?
Yeah. That's
it.
Peace.
Hey Tuskegee, make sure you watch the Macon County Sheriff's Report with Sheriff Andre Brunson every day at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. on Tuskegee Virtual TV, Channel 181 in town, and Channel 19 on the TU campus, hosted by DJ Booty Rush. Be sure to check out our live stream every Thursday evening on YouTube at Tuskegee Virtual. We're keeping Tuskegee in the know.
And you know this.
You know this, man.